Okay, hey Thug Mamas. We are stuck in traffic and I'm bored, so I decided I wanted to interview my husband and have a little conversation while we were in the car driving to our friend's party. So, Ryan, what is your favorite thing about being married to me?
My favorite thing about being married to you?
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough question.
Keep it PG, mister.
I'll have to say one of the favorite things about being married to you is your heart.
Aww, cute. So, what is your least favorite thing about being married to me?
Least favorite thing about being married to you?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I have a least favorite thing.
Good answer. Alright, so I don't know if I've let everybody know. So Ryan and I were together in high school, and we were together after we graduated high school, and he went into the army, and then we were together for 3 years total. And then, you know, as those things happen, we fell apart and broke up because of long distance. I mean, now if it was, I think we keep saying, like, if it was now, it would be way easier because there's, like, FaceTime and all those different things. But, like, back then, because we're old, we didn't have that. So we just had to, like, write letters and, like, Pony Express that over to each other. And so, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot different than it is today. I swear, like, if it was now, it would probably be pretty easy. So anyway, we got married, we broke up and we got married to different people, and then had kids with them, and then we did the whole, you know, then we got divorced from those people, and then we got back together. Thanks, Facebook. So yeah, so we've been together ever since, and we've been married for 4 years, together for 5, and so let's see, what else? Yeah, we have a lot of kids, like a lot. It's a lot of work. They're expensive. Believe me. Trust me, it's very expensive to have as many kids as we have. Because together, we have 6 children. We are the modern day Brady Bunch. So, it's a little crazy right now, actually. So, and by the way, if it's super bumpy, obviously you can see we are driving, so can't really help it. But yeah, so let's see, what else? So what is your favorite thing we've done as a newly married, back together couple? Like
vacation that we've taken, or just general things we do, or
whichever you prefer, sir.
Well,
we have gone some pretty awesome places, though.
I have to say, our honeymoon to Paris is by far my favorite vacation we've taken together.
Me too. Let me just side note that, like, okay, so my husband is amazing, and he wants to make all my wishes come true. So my biggest wish was to go to Paris, so we did that for our honeymoon. But I am the spoiled butt, and I was not happy at first because I hadn't slept in like 36 hours. So we get there and it's raining, and I start to cry because I'm like, it's not how I pictured. And I didn't want to take the metro because I was like, can we just get in a car? Like, why do we have to take the train? And he's like, it's fine, it's really easy to do. And I'm like, but I just want to get in a car, and I just want someone to drive me where I want to go. And he was like, whoa. But it was because I haven't slept in 36 hours. So I was like...
And I'll add to that, she wasn't feeling the greatest because she hadn't had her daily dosage of water.
Right. If I get dehydrated, I'm like honestly a different person. Like, I just start to feel really sick because I drink so much water in a day. I'm like a freaking camel. So if I'm half a camel, like one hump camel, then I'm not good. So just, you know, as a side note. But okay, so we went back to the hotel. Oh yeah. We went to the hotel and I was exhausted, and they're like, you can't check in yet. And I literally fell asleep like on this like bench they had while he was talking to them. And all I wanted to do was sleep. So finally we were able to get in the room. I took took a shower. I fell asleep for like 4 hours, and then I woke up like raring to go, and I was all about it. So after that little hiccup, I was good. It just was kind of, all of it had been too much. So, but anyway, we went to Paris. It was amazing. We saw all the things that, you know, you see in all these pictures. We went to the Love Bridge. We have a lock on the Love Bridge. And actually a funny story about the Love Bridge that I'm going to share, that he probably isn't going to be too happy about, but I don't care, is, so we go to the Love Bridge, and the whole thing with the Love Bridge is like you have your lock, and you have a key that does the lock, and we throw it into the river. So we put the lock on, throw the key in the river, and Ryan goes, do you like where the lock is? I go, well, it really doesn't matter at this point because we're not going to be able to move it anymore. And he was like, oh yeah, duh. So the lock was where it needed to go. So unfortunately, I think now, right, they've removed them.
From what I know, some of the railings have been taken down, and so therefore, if you had a lock on that railing, not anymore.
Sad times. But we do have one over by the Notre Dame too. So, you know, is a good shot that somebody still knows that we love each other in Paris. So then, okay, another funny Paris story. We were walking, and it's so beautiful. We're along the river, and you see the Eiffel Tower in the background, and it's all romantic and sweet, and we're holding hands and being all lovey. And then a freaking rat runs across. I jumped on Ryan's back so fast, I thought he was gonna fall over, because I was like, ah! And then he's like, okay, well, we'll just go up these stairs. I'm like, no, that's where the rat is. Ratatouille is gonna get us, and all this stuff. And I was like freaking out, and I was walking, and I was wearing sandals, so I was really like, if it touches me, it's really gonna like touch my foot. It's not like a shoe, and it's like, no, I'm wearing a sandal, so it's gonna touch me, and I was gonna freak out, and so I was not exactly, you know, the cutest there either, because I screamed pretty freaking loud. But we went up the stairs and we got home. You know, we weren't stuck there forever, because I figured like more rat friends were gonna come, and then it was gonna be like, oh my gosh. Oh, so if you want to know, he's looking for directions, because we're going somewhere we don't know where we're going. So you might hear Siri, I guess, right? Siri talking to us a little bit. So yeah, sorry about that. So let's see, what else happened in Paris? Anything disastrous? Oh, so a little side note about me is, like, I love ice, and they make fun of me for it because I like chew on it all day. And
Hard time.
And in Paris, they don't know what you're talking about when you ask for ice. So, and they don't really serve it with their drinks as much as they do in the States. So that was a little difficult for us, because I felt like but at my hotel they understood what I wanted, so I was like getting like ice buckets full of ice, and I was like, yes. So I'd go home back to the room, and I'm like chomping on the ice, and I was happy. So what about when we went to, what other trips do we have like a funny story for?
Funny story?
Yeah, because we've gone to LA twice.
Yep.
One time we went to LA, we went to the on a cruise to Baja, and we went deep sea fishing.
That had a funny story with the seal that kept chasing the boat.
Yeah, so Ryan and I decided we wanted to go on an excursion. We were going to go deep sea fishing, which is pretty fun actually, and
Lots of fun.
yeah, it was super fun. And so we were on a boat with a bunch of people from our cruise, and basically Ryan and I are the champs because we were the only people on the boat that didn't throw up. So we're
True
champs.
story.
We're champs. Yay us. But so we were deep sea fishing, and we were catching these fish, and there was a point where a seal was coming up behind us, like by the boat, and we wanted to eat my fish. So I was like, okay, well, the guy on the boat was like, don't let him eat your fish. And I was like, what do I care? I'm not taking these fish home. He's like, well, that's great and all, but if he grabs onto that line, he's gonna pull your ass into the water with him. And I was like, oh, all right, so no, I don't want him to have my fish. So, you know, but I thought they were so adorable, and I was like, I'm fine with feeding them, that's cool. But the guy in the boat was like, no, he can't have your fish. So we've done that. We go to Florida every single year because my mom lives there. So we're in Florida a lot. We have gone to where else? Is that all the places we've gone? I thought we've gone more places.
We went to Nashville.
Oh yeah, we went to Nashville. Funny story about that. Ryan and I have a lot of vacation disaster stories, or not disaster, but like, not the greatest.
Well, considering all of these have been in 4 years.
True. So Ryan and I, we live in Illinois, and so we were like, it was Thanksgiving time, and we didn't have anything going on, so our families were kind of like doing their own thing. So we were like, well, we don't really care about Thanksgiving that much. Let's go down to Nashville.
And we didn't have any kids.
Yeah, our kids went, like his kids were with their mom and my kids were with their dad. So we were just like, all right, let's just go make a long weekend out of it. Perfect time. It's, you know, the holiday, people will be off. It'll be like, people will be out on Friday, blah, blah, blah. So is that the Wienermobile?
Yep.
You guys, we're behind the Wienermobile. If I can catch up to it, if we can catch up to it, I'm going to put it on here. The Wienermobile. But anyway, so we go to Nashville, we drive down, and so I'm like distracted by the wiener. Alright, so we were driving to Nashville. We brought our dogs because we couldn't have dog sitters because it was the holiday weekend. So we have a Chihuahua and a Shih Tzu poodle. We call her a Shih Tzu. I don't really know what the real name is, but anyway, they're really good dogs, except they both really like to bark because that's what dogs do, and they're trying to protect their owners and their property or whatever.
Zoe's very good at this.
Yes, she's very good. So anyway, so we decided that we were going to have them at the hotel. We were at a pet-friendly hotel, and they, we were like gonna go down Broadway and all that stuff, go bar hopping and everything else. So we're at the Opryland Hotel, and it was beautiful, decorated for Christmas already, and it was gorgeous, and we had so much fun there. And we get a call. We're driving back to the hotel anyway, and they're like, hey, your dogs have been really disruptive to our guests, and we've had a bunch of people that have been complaining, so we need you to come back to the hotel. And I was like, well, are we kicked out? And she's like, well, no, but if we have one more complaint, you guys are kicked out. Well, we hadn't even been able to go to Broadway yet because it was still early in the day. So we basically drove all the way to Nashville to watch Undercover Boss on repeat. Like we had a marathon of Undercover Boss, and that was basically what we did the entire time we were in Nashville. So the next day we woke up and we were like, well, we can either go home or chance it in Nashville and try to go out. And I was like, well, okay, but if we're out till 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to be kicked out and then try to figure out where to go.
Drunk.
Right. Drunk. So we decided that we were just gonna kind of make our way home, but we didn't want to just drive straight home. So what we did was we kind of went to Memphis, went through Memphis and saw Graceland. We didn't go in, but we like went along there and we saw where it was and kind of took a picture in front and wrote on the wall in front of it. And then what did we do? How did we do it?
And then we left Memphis and headed north back to home.
So we went up to like, when did we have to go, like Arkansas?
Yeah,
to go up?
we went through Arkansas, then we ended up in Missouri, through St. Louis and back to Illinois and back up to Chicago.
Yeah, so in 36 hours, we were in
6 different states.
Yep. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Nashville, Arkansas. I didn't say Wisconsin.
Edit that out.
And Missouri. So 6 states in 36 hours. But I mean, like everything else, we tried to make the best of it and had fun together, so we didn't care. As long as we were together, we didn't care. So yeah, he's trying to kill us right now. So this might be our farewell video. So anyway, whenever we're together, we try to make the best of every situation, even if it's crappy. Like right now, what time does it say we're gonna get there?
2:25.
Okay, so the surprise party we're going to today, it was supposed to start at 2. It's 1:45, and we are like literally every obstacle that could be in our way has been in our way, but we're trying to make the best of it. So that is actually really telling about our relationship. Like, we've had some challenges, but as long as we have each other, we're good, and we figure it out, and we just have fun together. He's my best friend, and
She's mine.
even when I want to kill him and he wants to kill me, we still end up figuring it out and knowing that in the end we're gonna work it out and be together and be happy. And I just can't wait to have all these other adventures. We're actually going to San Diego next month because he's graduating from college. And to all these kids that might be watching, you can do it. You can go to college at any age. But I do think Ryan will recommend you not doing it when you're as old as we are.
And have kids and the spouse and the full-time job. It's tough. It's real
So
tough.
stay in school, kids. When you're done with high school, go to college if that's your plan, because it's not fun to try to do it now. But we are going to San Diego for his graduation. We're going to go to Disneyland, and I'm so excited. We're going to see family when we're there. It's going to be awesome. And we were just talking about how we are in need of a vacation. So it's important that you guys remember to date each other when you're married. We totally date each other. Every weekend we are doing something. We don't cook on the weekends because,
Not allowed.
first of all, it's really hard to go from cooking for 8 or 5 or whatever, because in the summer we have 8, to then go to cooking for 2.
On the weekend.
It's hard. I don't know how to do it, honestly. So we just figure it's better to just let other people cook for us. So we go out every weekend. Nothing fancy. It's usually B-dubs and on Friday nights. But this Friday night we did not do that. But, you know, we try to just keep dating each other. We go to movies. We go to comedy shows. We do all these things. And so anyway, just remember to date each other, to stay happy, to be honest with each other, and to take vacations. And if they don't end up, you know, you can't plan everything. You can't make it perfect. So just do the best that you can. And the rest, you'll like kind of look at it a couple of years and be like, that was actually really funny or whatever. And it's like vacation disasters or whatever you want to call them end up being part of the story and part of the memory. So just go with the flow. All right. Thanks. Bye.